Good morning, IDS 302 Session B. Welcome to Module 3. It's Saturday morning, March 28th. I'm going to post this video early because A, I have a lot to do tomorrow here with moving, and B, it's good to just give you guys a little extra time because everyone is on a different schedule as I would understand and expect, especially in this time of the coronavirus. Okay, let me get started here. I can't see without my glasses. All right, Module 3. Let me talk about your discussion board first from last week about what an interdisciplinarian is, some of the qualities and characteristics. Many of you did a real good job of that. Um, Sorry, hang on. Hey, I'm doing my class video. Can you call you back? Okay, that's right. I'll call you back. Bye. Sorry about that, you guys. Just had to take a call from my son. You know, this day and age, don't want to miss any calls. Um, so, what I want to talk about on your discussion board is the characteristics of the interdisciplinarian. Remember, there was some readings involved. I posted Repco, um, and you had your textbook and stuff. Okay, couple of quick comments on that. When you do discussion boards and papers, please, I'm going to say it nice for now, please use paragraph indents. Paragraph indents. Okay, don't skip lines. Don't make it one long paragraph. Okay, remember someone is reading that. Okay, look in one of your textbooks, notice that most paragraph indents quite helpful to you. Try to, when you open that textbook or a book and you see that there's no paragraph indent for 2 pages, you are probably going to let out a sigh, go, oh my gosh, because it's one long read. So use paragraph indents to break it up where needed. Okay, in terms of citations, when you use citations in discussion boards, which are great, okay, I think that's you stepping up your game and you'll be rewarded for that. However, I would need you to use a proper format of citation and not to just guess what it is. Okay, so you're using APA. That means before the punctuation, this is good on anything, by the way. This is how you use citations in text. Before the punctuation, in parentheses, you would have last name, comma, year, okay, comma, page numbers if appropriate. Okay, there is no first initial, there is no bunch of names. It doesn't come after the punctuation, it comes before the punctuation. Think about it like this. If you put it after your punctuation, that means that you're starting the next sentence with a citation, and that's not correct. Good morning, John. So let's, focus on doing it right. And also, everything that's cited in the text somewhere needs to be in a bibliography or works cited or sources, okay, and a list at the bottom. In a discussion board, it could just be at the bottom after a few lines. In a regular paper, you start that at the top of the first blank page. I don't care if you call it works cited. I don't care if you call it bibliography. I don't care if you call it sources. Okay, to me, they're all the same and they all need to be formatted the same. Go to the Purdue OWL page to find a very clear description of how to do it. Okay. All right. There were, because I noticed there, and now in terms of reading, in terms of the text, there were some things in the text that should have been reading these first couple weeks that could have went into this discussion board. When I saw no evidence of the textbook, no evidence of Tanner, I asked you if you have the text. I asked a lot of people, just so you know. Don't be offended if you have it. And I asked you, okay, I asked the majority of the class if they have their textbook, okay, or if they did the reading, same thing. Um, because I didn't see hardly any references to Tanner, but I saw them to Repco. So I'm not sure if anybody's doing an end around kind of where you don't have the text, either decided not to get it or you haven't got it yet. Remember, the course is only about another month and 3 days. All right. We're going to talk about, actually, do I talk about it now? Let's talk about it now. Here's the deal. I will add 5 points to your discussion score if you email me a selfie with your text, like that. You don't have to smile. You could be grumpy, hungover. You can be irritated. I mean, you could, almost be like this, but I need to know it's you, but I'm assuming it is, okay? Um, Send me a picture with that text, and I'm going to give you 5 points, okay? If you don't have the text, or if you don't want to send me the picture, you don't have to. You can just say, I got the text. Chill, man. Then, good. I won't give you the 5 points, but I'll believe you. Okay. If you say, I don't have the text, I got to get the text. How do I get the text? And we can talk about that too. Okay. But I need you to do these readings. It's important. It's a very easy read. So let's move forward. Um, Remember, the instructions for that discussion board were in the following discussion, identify some key characteristics of an interdisciplinarian. By the way, interdisciplinarian as a word is very, there's a lot to it. Some of you said the characteristics of an interdisciplinary. No, it's interdisciplinarian, okay? Including interdisciplinary learning, writing, and research. What do you see in yourself that resonates with these characteristics? Remember that interdisciplinary studies is an academic scholarly field applied to many areas of real life. Center your post on the academic side and then translate that into real life applications for you. Okay. Now that's a tricky thing to do because that tells me what I'm telling you is I want you to reference what you're learning in this course. Don't just think that it's another one of those self reflective pieces that you can get away without doing any background work on. Okay. This course is not about you just expressing what you know coming in and not getting anything new out of it. This course is about you learning and applying to what you already have in your own toolkit of academia, in your life experience. Remember that, okay? These are not all self-reflective things that you just came to class and have to tell me how you're a jack of all trades or something, okay? I mean, remember what I said about interdisciplinary equals integration. Remember, interdisciplinary is the field, integration is the process. They're very equal in terms of remembering how they meet, what the difference is. If you try to describe interdisciplinary with multiple disciplines, multiple interests, multiple many of this, without using the word integration, you don't have it. Okay, you will be dinged for that. Okay, because I think it's so important in this area to differentiate us from multidisciplinary. Okay, all right. So Easter egg number one then is to read the text. All right. So whatever assignments come up, Easter egg number one, read the text. Let's look at Module 3. That was a 10-minute prelude to Module 3. So let's go there right now. And what we'll have is, okay, so we've got the learning materials here. And those include a redo on that video. I posted the video about how to write an annotated bibliography. I posted that last week. I hope you viewed it. It's here again because now that annotated bibliography will be due on Sunday, April 5th, okay? It should follow the template that you're seeing in this video as close as you can without plagiarizing their words. Use the template of the format, okay? That's important. The readings, Tanner, Chapter 6, Basic Research Methods, Chapter 7, Introduction to Interdisciplinary Research, and Chapter 8, Methods of Integration. Remember integration, right? These total about 38 pages of very easy reading. Okay, big font in that book. You can do it. Read it. Okay. All right. So the discussion this week is simple and clear. You don't have to do any responses, although I'd like you to look at other people because many of you have similar areas that you've chosen. But you're going to look for primary peer-reviewed sources. This is in preparation for your annotated bibliography. It gets you to a jump start. This is due April 3rd, so please don't wait till last minute. If you wait till procrastinate on these things, if you wait till the due date, if you wait till the calendar tells you something's due and then you're going to do it, you're not going to get through this class successfully. I guarantee it. You're not going to get through any class successfully. So kind of remove that checklist mindset out of your head that today is the day that I do this. This isn't a workout schedule. You're going to the gym. This is doing academic work through a period of time. Okay? So I want you to look for academic and professional journals in fields of study that match the disciplines for your integrative research. To do this, you can utilize the ASU Online Library. Okay, I'm not going to read you this word for word. You can read it. Okay? There's a clear delineation of the points that are available for this discussion from you. Okay? Now, I do want to go back real quick. I'm going to take a look at Module 2 and just see it to make sure. Did I post? I think I posted sample annotated bibliographies in Module 2. I will move them to Module 3 hopefully soon, okay? But you're going to have examples of the best ones that I've seen in my face-to-face class that's going on right now. They're a step ahead of you right now, okay? All right, so that is Module 3. Then you've got a quiz. The quiz is due also on the, no, it's on the 4th. And the quiz this time is 5 questions. They are, actually, I'm sorry, no, it's 2 questions. Only 2 questions worth 30 points apiece. Okay, there is no time limit. I want you to do the best you can. These are 2 open-ended, short essay, call them what you want, up to 30 points. There is a, the form is there. Don't just go by, oh, you only left me that much room. That's as long as the answer needs to be. No, I'm just spacing them out. You make them as long as you want. Okay, this is up on you. Don't email me and ask me how long do I want it. I want it long enough. Okay, and if it's too short, I'm going to tell you it is, because too short means that it's shallow. It doesn't dig in far enough to the question. It doesn't cover the areas of the question. Okay, so just remember that. Use your judgment, do the work. Okay, this is again, real life, everyone. It's not a checklist society. If we have to do something, it's up to us to determine, if I'm going to wash my Jeep, I get to decide how long I'm going to wash it. How thorough am I going to wash it? Is today just a real quick cleaning, or am I getting in there with a toothbrush? Same thing with the paper. You got to decide. Are you going to give it a quick wash? Or are you going to get in there with your toothbrush? It's up to you, right? Okay, so that's the quiz. Then the annotated bibliography, again, is there. There is a rubric I've posted. to tell you what I'm looking for. Be sure you look at the examples, be sure you look at the video, be sure you look at the rubric. If you submit something that I don't recognize, then you'll get dinged for that. And it's worth 100 points, so it is significant. Okay, and that is due on the 5th. Now, let's go to Easter egg number 2, which is don't procrastinate. Common sense, right? Don't procrastinate. Get ahead of the game a little bit. All right. So now, let's see. Finally, I want to talk about modules 4 through 6. I shut them off. I unpublished them because we're done. No, we're not done. Okay. Because I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to decide probably by the end of the week, well, definitely by the end of the week, how we're going to pursue steps 4 through 6. I had an idea in there that utilized a philosopher, if you want to call it, Ken Wilber, but I'm changing my mind, and I may have you guys go to the data collection mechanism that I've used previous to this course in all my other 302 courses, and that is a survey of random adults that collects their data. Because as I've explained, research, this level, which you've seen from the readings, is adding new knowledge to the body of knowledge in your field. That's the essence of it. Okay. Anything else is a research report, but it's not academic, pure scholarly post-grad research. Okay. Which is what we're trying to duplicate here in some small level. To do that, there's a requirement for data. Okay. New data, ideally, right? Because if I expect you to add new knowledge with old data, that means you've got to compile old data and discover something new. I don't expect you to do that. No, I can't even do that, okay? So after that, the other way is to collect our own data, make it unique to each researcher, which is what a quantitative survey does. It works within the parameters and the limitations of this course, which are A, 7.5 weeks long. Hard to do research for anybody in that short of time. B, undergrad students who haven't had an experience with academic research. C, the variety of topics involved. We're an interdisciplinary class. I can't just throw out one topic and have everyone do it, and it happens to be a topic of my expertise. Can't do that here. So I have a bit of freedom in there for you to choose. So that in itself, those 3 limitations are big. To overcome them and still say we've done research is to stay focused and do things, fulfill those obligations efficiently. Okay. And I think a survey, a quantitative survey of random adults does that. Do not do anything about that now. Do not start that. I will describe it. We'll get into it. You'll do just fine. Okay. But in case you look at the class and see module 4, 5, and 6 are shut off, you know why. Going through a little bit of a retool this week. After I move into my place tomorrow, I'll be able to work on this thing, through the week. Okay. So there you have it. We're going to keep this under 20 minutes, which isn't bad for a weekly class, right? Okay, you've got your work cut out for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Please make the questions specific. Don't just ask me to review a assignment just generally because the instructions are there. Which part of it don't you get? Which part of it do you want me to clarify? I'm more than happy. We can do it over the phone. We can do it by email. Okay. Don't cold call me. Don't cold text me. Email me. Okay. All right. That'll do it. So Easter egg number 3 then is communicate confusion. Okay. Communicate confusion. Pretty simple, right? Okay. This is me signing off. Forks up. Peace. Be healthy. Be safe. Be smart.